Hi, this is Fazri from the Kitchen Lab, and today I'm going to demo a very simple pizza that you can try at home. Okay, we're gonna start with the dough. All you need is 300 grams of self-raising flour. Make sure it's self-raising because you need the dough to puff up and rise when you put it in the oven. Okay, to that mixture, I'm going to add 200 grams of plain yogurt. You can use low-fat yogurt, you can use Greek yogurt if you want. Just make sure it's plain, you don't want like strawberry flavored pizza dough or mango flavored pizza dough, okay? Unless that's your thing and you're making a dessert pizza. Okay, this dough is currently bland, so I like to season it with some salt, freshly ground black pepper, and to make sure it's got a nice smooth texture and crisp up nicely, I add 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Okay, I'm going to mix that in a food processor because I'm too lazy to mix it by hand. You can if you want to get a workout, Okay, here's the dough. You're going to have a nice even dough. It's moist, but it's not sticky. Okay, it pulls away very easily. That's the kind of texture you're looking for. Make sure you scrape up and combine all the bits and pieces from the food processor. I'm oiling up a 12-inch frying pan. This is a non-stick frying pan. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to make sure the dough is crisp at the bottom. That's the kind of pizza that I like, I think that makes for a better pizza. So I'm just going to dump the dough in there with my fingers and palm sometimes and my knuckles. So I'm going to press the dough throughout the surface of the pan so that it's nice and even, and it's going to coat the entire surface of the pan. Okay, we're going to make full use of the entire surface of that frying pan to make sure the bottom is nice and crisp. And now the dough is ready for the sauce. For the sauce, I am using a homemade tomato sauce. You can use passata, you can use Prego, you can even use that, Campbell canned tomato soup. You don't have to like dilute it, just straight out of the can. Come up with your own tomato sauce recipe if you want. There's like literally hundreds of it on YouTube. And to spread the sauce, I'm using a round-headed spoon. I don't know if you can call it a round-headed spoon or not. But make sure the spoon you're using, it's nice and round so that you can spread it out in circles like that without damaging or tearing the pizza dough. This is really important. Make sure the sauce is spread really thin. You don't want a lot of sauce like, dripping onto the pizza. You just want it to coat a thin coat of tomato sauce. Just something for the toppings to rest on. And for the toppings, I've chopped up chicken breast. This is only like half a chicken breast. You don't need a lot. And this is enough to feed 2 adults for dinner. I've also chopped up some enoki mushrooms. So these mushrooms are great. They're cheap. So now I'm just going to distribute it all around the top of the pizza. I've also actually chopped up some mozzarella cheese. The problem was I didn't press record, when I was sprinkling the cheese all over. So bam, now it's there. I know. So now I'm sprinkling some fresh rosemary sprigs just to give it an extra flavor and aroma. That's the kind of stuff you want. If you want to use dry rosemary or any dry herb you want, just go ahead and do it. If you've got fresh parsley, you can use that as well. Okay, now we're going to crisp up the bottom of the pizza dough. Okay, I'm going to take the frying pan, I'm going to put it on the stove, and I'm going to put it on really high heat. Okay, when you start, this dough is going to stick to the pan. When I shake it, the dough is not going to move. Okay, the pizza is just going to stay there and move together with the pan. It's not going to come loose. But after 2 minutes, the pizza will start to release from the pan, and when you shake it, it should be loose. Now I'm going to slide it onto my iron grill. I'm going to chuck it in a preheated 250-degree oven. If your oven can go higher, maybe 300 degrees Celsius, that is, give it as high as it goes. Okay, good pizza needs to be baked at extremely high temperatures, and after 5 minutes the pizza is nice and done. Okay, I've cut into a slice, so if you look at the bottom, because we crisped it up in the pan, the bottom of the pizza is nice and crispy and it's got beautiful chewy texture. That's the medium crust. You can make it a thin crust if you want with the same recipe, and you can use any topping you like. Just don't put too much because otherwise the pizza will collapse under the weight. Alright, I hope you give it a try and let me know what you think. I'll see you guys next time.